The 4-4-1-1 second variation. This is one of the most overlooked formations in the game when it comes to dominating and controlling the play. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys the best 4-4-1-1 second variation custom tactics, and then we'll jump into a live game and I'll show you how to get the most out of the formation. Let's get into it. Kicking things off with the defensive style, we're just going to leave this unbalanced. Defensive width is 35, depth 71. This is definitely a more meta approach to the custom tactics. I'm really getting tight at the back to try and cut off any through balls through the middle, and we are playing that very, very overpowered 71 depth. The build-up play is going to be unbalanced, chance creation, direct passing. As some of you guys know, I have catered some of these custom tactics to a more casual player base, and with that has lent to us using forward runs instead of direct passing. With the way the instructions are set up on this, forward runs just overcommits too many players, so direct passing is definitely the one to run with for this formation. Attacking width is 35. This just really helps us build up the play nice and quick with those ping pong passes. However, we have got a couple of really good instructions to still give us lots of width. Players in the box is going to be on 6, are quite aggressive. As far as the corners and free kicks go, just go with whatever your personal preference is. Getting into the player instructions, starting with the striker, they're going to be on stay central, getting behind. This is the first time that I've really enjoyed a getting behind instruction on a formation this year. I think with the lone striker, just giving the centre-backs a runner to always be occupied with just helps with creating space in the final third. Our centre attacking midfielder is just going to be on getting the box to cross. Both of our wingers are going to be on come back on defence and stay wide. The stay wide instruction is really pivotal to still having width in this formation. The narrow attacking width really does help with the passing, but that instruction really just gives you still like that far out ball if you want to switch the play. As far as the centre midfielders go, you can do this either way round, but what I would recommend is your bigger, more defensive player have on stay back while attacking cover centre, and then your more nimble, ball playing centre mid have them on balanced cover centre. The reason I like to have one of the centre mids unbalanced in this formation, because we're not going to be committing the wing backs forward, it really just helps create an overload in the attack. As far as the wing backs go, as just sort of alluded to, they're both just going to be on stay back while attacking. As far as the centre backs and goalkeeper go, they are all just on the default. This is the team that we're going to be running with. Let's jump into some foot champs and I'll show you guys how to get the most out of this formation. Let's get into it. Into the game we go. Let's activate that 4-4-1-1 second variation. Obviously we have that 71 depth, so off the bat you'll notice the line as soon as your sort of team gets in shape is high. So defensively we're going to be aggressive throughout, and obviously only really being passive if someone does break our defensive line. A lot of your attacks are going to come down from these wide areas because we've got that stay wide instruction on. Our wingers do hug the byline and often get left unmarked, which leaves them in more space than anyone else. So the game is generally about getting those wingers in to good positions. I'm going to play a look into him here just because the defender was marking him well. Dink it back, and then from here we want to play it inside. Oh, nearly. Scoop it. Okay, we're just going to take our time here. We're not going to rush. The goalie's on the floor. Hang on. I've just readied that. Okay. I said let's take our time, then I rushed, but we will take our time here. Just waiting for that opportunity to get our winger in. Drive it. Driven pass. And that is 1-0. That is basically a textbook example of how to play this formation. It's pretty ratty, you know, kind of seen as generic, meta, abusing FIFA, but this formation serves that style of play of getting in down the byline, cutting it back so well. I don't know why it's not used by more people. Obviously, it's a very similar shape to a 4-2-3-1, which obviously is used a lot in the meta. Once again there, you also saw like we nearly got in doing the exact same thing there. Just taking our time. Once we get into a good position with our winger, just working the ball across the box. And that's what we're going to be doing all game here, unless we face someone that cuts us off extremely well. And then maybe we have to resort to maybe trying to get in positions for finesse or Trivella. But hopefully, more often than not, it doesn't come to that. Lovely work here. And that is 2-0. Once again, just working it down that byline, which this formation serves so well, especially with that stay wide instruction. And once again, we're capitalising on those chances. This guy has given it away here. Maybe we can drive this. So this is something you can kind of go for if they're cutting you off well. Sort of cut it back and then try your finesse shots or your Trivellas. Dummy that. Hopefully get... he's marked that pretty well, yeah. Okay, we're going to get the corner. see if we can get maybe like a finesse off the corner. Where's Salah? Here he is. So send this back. Drop it back to him. Oh, that's a good save from the keeper. Just going to make sure we've got players covering here. The reason I don't have any wing-backs going forward is because I do have that balanced centre mid as sort of the fifth attacker. Also, I really like having like a stable back four when playing the 71 depth. I don't like doing it whilst having defenders committing as well, because whilst it's aggressive and presses people, I feel like if you're doing it with not enough people back, it can just open up really, really blatant pockets of space, especially against good players. Like, good players will find their way around that. But once again here, as you can see, we found a way down the wing. He's recovered that really well, though, to be fair to him there. Good recovery run by his Bailey card. Just going to bait that and play it in the centre. I'm going to call Salah 2 a little bit. Now, from doing that, it's opened up again on this side here. I'm going to trigger our left back on a run here, just to commit into the attack a bit more, give us a bit of more of an overload. Oh, we nearly worked that for a third. You can see the danger that you constantly pose with this formation. You can see that I've always got options in the middle. I'm always trying to pick them out. And it's always on your opponent to cut them off. It's never just like you don't have anyone on. There's always options, and it's always up to your opponent to try and cut off all your avenues to score, because there's so many options in this formation, especially when you work it well into those wide positions. Let's just not get Lukaku'd here from the corner if we can help it. Safely into the hands of good old Peter Schmeichel. Okay, I'm just going to wait for my team to sort of take shape here, because this isn't a formation we tend to rush in. So there's no need to just bomb forward on the attack right off the get-go. We can let our sort of team take shape. From here, once again, we're just going to try and work our winger into a good position here, which we have done. And player that lock. I'm going to player lock that into LOI run. And another good save by his keeper there. Might try another shot here, but I might try Travella instead this time. Oh, nearly. Nearly had that third. Game doesn't want us to get that third goal, does it? Okay, I'm going to second man press here just to kind of rush him off the ball, which we've done a great job of. Just left stick dribble around him. Oh, that was a terrible cutback pass by me, and that is a terrible bit of defending from him, and we have capitalised. That is 3. Once again, just press off of the kickoff. We have a back four that aren't going to go anywhere, so I feel very comfortable in this formation. Pressing. I'm actually going to send my right back on a run here. So despite them being on a stay back while attacking instruction, you obviously can still trigger them into the attack if you feel like it makes sense. I just don't want them doing that without me kind of telling them to. But obviously that has left us a little open on this side. Luckily, he's tried that German cross a bit too early. Once again, I'm just going to let my team sort of take shape here. I'm going to do the big switch. Try and work this down the wing once again. It's going to be a little bit better here. Just need to take our time, not rush it. Good press, actually. Let's just reset. We'll try it from this side. I'm going to call my winger 2, just so I've got a passing option. Send him on his way. Here we go. It's opening up a little bit now. There's that getting behind instruction working a gem. I've played it slightly too late. But as you can see there, when you're working it in the wide positions, and then as you come inside, having that getting behind instruction for them to commit on the space that you've opened up is really valuable. If I played that just half a second earlier, we'd have been in for a pretty much guaranteed, what is that, third, fourth goal. Okay. Right off of kickoff here. Just going to go straight down the wing once again, see what we can work on. That's a good tackle from here. So he doesn't steal my kickoff goal there, because you know what it's like from kickoff. No one's safe. Press him a bit more. Okay, now I'm going to be a bit more passive because he's sort of in on my defensive line here a bit. Good tackle there from Thiago Silva. That's a bad pass from me. Just need to take my time a bit more here. Okay, Alawaran's really forced his defence into a weird shape there with his run. But I'm not going to rush here. As much as you might be tempted just to commit into that, it's probably quite an easy read. So just take your time. This is the kind of position you want to be in with this formation, where you're just working the ball slowly in and around the box, and the person's tweaking because he knows that any second you could have an angle to shoot. But we just take our time and we let it open up for us. There's no need to rush this formation, because you're always going to have options, so you haven't got to rush it when you see it open up. Just wait until you get something that you really feel confident with. I nearly messed it up with Salah there, but once again, I'm just going to be a bit more patient. Maybe work for a finesse here. Oh, nearly. Rebound. We've greened the rebound, and that is 4. Really, really nice work there from Pires committing on that. Like I say, no need to rush. As you can see, I was taking my time. Even when I messed it up, because of that 71 depth, we can recover the ball well quickly. And from there, we just work the ball until something nice, clear and concise opens up for ourselves. Like that. That is a guaranteed goal every time. And that is 5. I mean, fair play to this guy for sticking it out. It's only champs qualification, so I mean, there's no real reason for him to stay. And as you can see here, it's just sort of opening up a bit easier now. I could have maybe play a lot that to get a friendlier passing angle. Yeah, this guy's losing his head a bit, I think. We just work those passes. Oh, wow, his Cummins recovered that well. Okay, we're just not going to give him the byline here, so we're just going to stick with him. If he cuts inside, that's fine. Back. Let's get this down the line. Header inside. Trigger Neymar on a run. I'll try and pick him out here with a chip. Hopefully nod it on. Okay. I'm starting to play a little bit more direct here and kind of leaving the patient game behind, just because we have got a 5-goal cushion. We can sort of play very freely at this point. He's not going to get 5-6 goals in 28 minutes. I have that much. I have at least that much confidence in my defending ability. I'm not the best defender, but I can trust my ability to not concede 6 in 25 minutes. That might be offside. Yeah, that's a terrible pass from me there. Okay. Despite what I was saying, I'm going to play it a little bit more patient now, because I do just feel like every time I'm getting the ball here, I'm just giving it away, which isn't a good showcase for what this formation's good at. I'm not going to overcommit too much here. I'm just going to stay back. Let him make the mistake. So here, I'm just going to play it back. Just work the ball. No need to rush. It's opened up nicely. They're looking at the radar at the bottom. For Pires. They haven't read us hogging the byline. Alawaran's made a good run. Oh, I thought that was on. Good interception by Thiago Silva there. I thought Neymar was on for the pass there. Bad read by me. I'm going to commit Llorente here to make a bit of an overlap. Okay, I'm just going to work that back here. Lovely again. Once again, just working it across the box. Around the goalie. And that is 6. I mean, just as soon as you stick to the plan of playing it down that wing and then working the ball inside, it just is absolute clockwork the way it works. Just absolutely fantastic. Let's not get kick-off though. That kind of kills our joy a bit, doesn't it? Ooh, this looks promising for him, I can't lie. Once again, Thiago Silva couldn't out. He's been the star man for both of us in this. Back if I can. No, it's Thiago Silva's got it. Thiago Silva running the show here today. Whose throw is that going to be? Okay, I'm just not going to give him the byline. That's actually our throw as well, which is very fortunate for ourselves. Right, he's just overcommitted his wing back there. That just shows you that he's kind of rushing, trying to get back in the game. And that's just going to make our life all that bit easier. Yeah, I'm not going to rush here because he's sort of recovered his defensive shape a bit. Might try finesse. Ooh, bit of a weird animation we got in that one. That kind of really went high, didn't it? Okay, not going to give him the byline. Like I say, that's solid back four with the stay back while attacking instruction on the wing backs. You're always going to have that defensive stability down the byline. They're not going to get in at you like we're trying to do to them. I've played that pass a whisker too late. Okay, we've covered that really well there. Bernardo getting his foot in. I'll try another finesse here. Good block. Okay, no need to rush. There is actually the opportunity to switch if he doesn't nab it off me first. Commit your anti forward a little bit, then trigger this run here. I'm going to really hog the byline here. That was a really nice idea. That was so close. Maybe if we had someone with a higher finishing stat there, we would have put that one away. That was very close. Oh, he's actually slipped through my wing back there, so we're a bit exposed here. I'm just going to really overcommit. No, he's got by him as well, my word. This might be a goal for him. Good save by the goalie. Once Mendy got beat there, I was a little bit opened up, but, I mean, we're in the 88th minute, and that's the first time that's happened, so, like you can see, it's really not a concern with your wingbacks getting done like that. Sometimes you are just going to get an animation go against you, and that's just part and parcel of the game. There's no avoiding that, I'm afraid. Good hands by Schmeichel there. Let's try the long throw. Think that over here. Drive the byline. I might be able to just run this, you know. I've got confidence in his pace here. Oh, it's all a bit of a mess. Remaining seconds, we might as well have a shot if we can. No, maybe. Good hands for the keeper. That is the end of the game, though, guys. Let's wrap this one up. That's it for the 4-4-1-1 second variation tactics. Let me know down below how you guys do get on with them. One thing I would say is these are definitely probably catered to a bit more of an advanced player because of the kind of need to be patient with them and be able to pick certain passes. So if you find yourself struggling with these ones, I'd recommend checking out my 4-1-2-1-2 narrow and my 4-3-2-1 custom tactics, both of which are linked in the description below. If you did enjoy the video, guys, as always, I really appreciate your time. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn your bell on. Take care, guys.